Hi, and welcome to Media Moments, where you'll find out about television news. You may wonder why I need a hard hat to introduce that. No, I'm not having a bad hair day. I don't think. Anyway, just as there are architects who draw blueprints and construction workers who create buildings, there are people who put together the news. Piece by piece and brick by brick, a news program is built. It looks easy. A person reads in front of a camera, no biggie. But there's more to it than that, a lot more. A news program is carefully constructed. All of the people and things that go into the mix affect the final product. Nothing is done in news programming without a lot of thought and preparation. First of all, let's take a look at the basics. The set of a news program. You'll find out some surprising things about where news programs are produced. In the world of television news, sometimes all isn't as it appears. Sometimes a wall isn't a wall. And sometimes the only thing that's real is the news itself. Oh, and me. Keep in mind when you're watching these segments that they were put together too, just like a news program. I'm the only real one here.
A news set is very different in reality than it appears on your television screen. First of all, you might be surprised at how small it is. It's just an area in a very large room. A television studio has to have enough space for all of its technical equipment and operators. And the set may take up less room in the studio than anything else, even though it is the focus of everything that happens there. Other things on a news set are also not as they may appear on television. The background of a set looks like a wall, but it's really just a flat piece supported from behind and not connected to other walls. Like a magician who gives the illusion of pulling a rabbit from his hat, a studio gives the illusion of walls that aren't really there. But on television, the background may look like a wall, and viewers may even think they are watching from within a newsroom. But the sets used by anchors and the newsroom are two separate places. But an actual newsroom where stories are collected and written is actually a very busy place. It would be difficult to do a regularly scheduled program there. However, it is done occasionally for late-breaking, important news. The sets used for news programs are carefully designed to give an authentic atmosphere to the program. By using a professional office appearance, the stories take on a weight and seriousness that impress the viewers with how the story unfolds. The room where the news is being told helps the viewers believe this is the important place to hear about the news.
Okay, so I've got the basic set built. It wasn't so hard, but, oh, excuse me. I knew that. There's a lot more to the setting of the news than just the room or location where it's done. There's furniture, background, and set pieces, all of which are other parts to the building of a news program. For example, did you ever notice the studio background of the news? The picture that's projected behind the anchor. Actually, I was thinking about a city skyline. This kind of thing instantly identifies the location of the news, like New York or Los Angeles or Akron. It's not the real skyline, but it looks like it. Something else that is carefully thought out is the furniture and how it is used. Why is it that a news anchor always sits behind a desk? Are they tired? Are they wearing ugly shoes? Or is there hidden meaning there?
During a news broadcast, more than one set is used. We already looked at the main set where the anchors are stationed. This set gives a professional, business-like appearance with a background wall, which, of course, isn't really a wall, but a flat. Anchors are almost shown sitting behind a desk or large table. For example, rarely do you see anchors standing behind podiums or sitting around coffee tables. The desk gives a professional, business-like appearance that fits the seriousness of the stories that are about to unfold. But for other parts of a news broadcast, other sets are used. This provides variety. It would be very monotonous to watch a single location. It also provides clues as to the type of subject matter being given. Weather reports within a news broadcast are usually given by meteorologists who stand in front of charts and graphs and gesture to show the trends and movements in weather. Because weather is easier to show than to just talk about it, graphics provide a better and more understandable way for viewers to see what is going on. Occasionally, to highlight a developing, late-breaking story, a reporter will be shown speaking directly from the newsroom. The newsroom becomes the set for these segments and gives an urgency to the story. It contrasts with the usual anchor sitting behind the desk. This gives you, the viewer, the feeling that you are right there with the reporter as the story is unfolding. But while these stories may appear to be impromptu, they are carefully staged. The action and noise in the background are kept to a bare minimum, so it doesn't distract from the reporter or the story.
Whew! The background, the furniture, and the set are all in place. Happy now? Good. What was I saying? Oh, yes. News programming is a lot like the construction of a building. The final product may look effortless, but it takes a great deal of effort by a great many people to pull it all together. I said it takes a great deal of effort by a great many people to pull it all together. Watch, you'll see what I mean. Hey, I thought we were keeping me real.
Let's take a moment now to walk behind the scenes of a live television news program, and we'll show you the people who work off screen.
Hi, my name's Susan Jackson. I'm a director here for the new newscast at WTOV, the NBC affiliate. And what that means is that I call the show. I technically direct the show because we don't have any technical directors, so I call it and I switch it.
My job includes opening up the microphones that are on the anchors and for the live shots that we can hear them, and I also have the audio up for the tapes that are rolled that the director rolls.
I'm the Chiron operator, sometimes called the CG operator at some stations. All the graphics that appear during the newscast, I'm in charge of all of those.
What I do is I set shots on the anchors. Whenever there's a graphic, whenever there's a key for like a fire or something on the side of them, I have to frame the shot so there's enough headroom so the key doesn't go over top of their faces.
We have all our news stories pre-recorded, and I set them up in these decks, and the director calls for them as needed. She rolls them, and I just cue them up.
I also give them cues, like standby, time cues, so they know how much time they have left in the story before a commercial break.
We take care of the day-to-day maintenance. We do all the strategic technical planning for establishing where we are and where we're going. We take care of also the transmission end of the plant and support all the microwave trucks that we have.
Well, as you can see, there are quite a few off-screen people who are essential for a television broadcast. Each individual provides a special function that is essential to the overall success of a news program.
So that's the basics, the physical elements of a news program and some of the people behind the scenes that make it happen. This is the basement, the foundation of a news show. There are other building blocks that we'll be talking about in future shows. Hopefully you've learned a lot about casting a well, what is it? Oh. Hopefully you've learned a lot about casting a critical eye while watching the news. So why didn't someone tell me before?